Welcome, everybody. Our agenda is located on the table outside of the meeting room if you would like one. This is a public meeting for which public notice has been provided, and the proceedings are being broadcast and recorded and can be viewed online on the City of Casper's YouTube channel. First, I'd like to read some informational statements about the meeting. 1, use of cellular telephones is not permitted, and such telephones shall be turned off or otherwise silenced during the planning and zoning meeting. When speaking to the Planning and Zoning Commission, please clearly state your name and address. Keep your remarks pertinent to the issue being considered by the Planning and Zoning Commission. Do not repeat the same statements that were made by a previous speaker. Speak to the Planning and Zoning Commission as you would like to be spoken to. Do not address applicants or other audience members directly. Make your comments at the podium and directed to the chairperson and Planning and Zoning Commission. I'd like to remind everyone present that the City of Casper Planning and Zoning Commission is a volunteer body composed of members of the Casper community and appointed by the Casper City Council. The commission acts as a quasi-judicial panel, making final decisions on some items and recommendations to the City Council on others as dictated by law. The commission may only consider evidence about any case as it relates to existing law. Commission cannot make or change planning or zoning laws, regulations, policies, or guidelines. This evening, we are only down one commissioner. Commissioner Plotchek is out of town this month. Next item on the agenda this evening is consideration of the minutes from the last Planning and Zoning Commission meeting held on February 8th, almost said 28th, February 8th, 2024. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? Righty. Chair would entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
So moved by Commissioner. Seconded by Joe. All righty. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to abstain. I wasn't here.
Abstained by Commissioner Winger. Please cast your votes.
I'd like to abstain. Also, I wasn't here.
Okay. 2 abstaining. Please count the votes.
So we got 4.
All right.
With Commissioners Winkler and SQ abstaining and all others voting aye, motion carries.
All right. You know, you guys came once in a while. We wouldn't have to. All righty. The next item on the agenda this evening are the scheduled public hearings. Before we get started, just a reminder to all this evening's applicants that it takes 4 affirmative votes to pass any item, regardless of the number of commissioners present. If any applicants would like to postpone their case in anticipation of the possibility of more commissioners being present next month, then I would ask you to speak up when your case is announced. Case number 1. The first public hearing tonight will be for consideration of case SUB 582-2024. A request for final plat approval for the proposed Mountain Plaza Edition number 8. The applicants are Long-Term LLC and Dave Strauss. Is the applicant or their representatives present, and do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Okay. Can we please get a staff's report at this time?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Application has been received for a vacation and subdivision of lots 1, 2, and 3 of Mountain Plaza 7 to create the Mountain Plaza Edition number 8. Subject property is located at the northwest intersection of Talon Drive and Wyoming Boulevard in the zone C2 general business. Mountain Plaza 8 is creating 2 lots. Both lots are currently vacant. However, a site plan for the proposed Les Schwab pet store is currently under review for lot 1. The purpose of the replat is to increase the size of the Les Schwab site in order to accommodate a retaining wall between the 2 lots. Staff has included 1 recommended condition of approval that requires the installation of a sidewalk or pathway along Wyoming Boulevard frontage of the subdivision. The requirement is consistent with a municipal code requirement that requires sidewalks along public streets and is in keeping with the adopted Wyoming Boulevard site path study dated August 27th, 2013. There were no public comments on this case, and I have 5 exhibits. A is the application for a plat. B, public notice sent to property owners within 300 feet. C, legal notice sent to the Star Tribune. D, photo of the public notice sign on the property. And E, memo to the chairperson and members of the Planning and Zoning Commission. That's all I have.
All righty. Thank you for the report. The exhibits are noted. Anyone on the commission have any preliminary questions for staff about the report?
Mr. Chairman. Craig, I was just wondering, across the street from Tylon, that empty lot, is that, what zone is that now?
To the south of this property,
Just right across the street, is that gonna be R2 or
that's all C2 around there.
R2?
C2.
C2, okay, that's all.
Okay, anybody else?
I have a question. Who owns or what's the plans for the property between this proposed property or this property and the credit union that's on the corner of Plaza, Wyoming?
Our, one of the people in the audience tonight is Randy Hall, who I believe can speak to that.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just wondering about the continuation of the sidewalk in that section as well as all the way to Plaza.
Anybody else? All right. Next, I would ask that the applicant and or their authorized representative come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and explain your application to the commissioner. Then Randy will have a question for you after that.
Brad Newmiller with CPI. My home address or where I work,
Either one works.
6080 Enterprise Drive. So they're requesting this, so I got the plat here with we've drawn up. The one addition that I do see that is not on this one here is that we did extend that, sidewalk easement to the south across lot 2 towards, YDOT as per requested. So other than that, I think I'm here for any questions.
Alrighty. Thank you. Any of the commissioners have any questions for Brad?
Nope.
Nothing? All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Did you want to ask Randy that question?
Yeah, I would like to know what the plan is for that whole segment.
Recently, one of my clients told me that he could box or play ball, but either way, I keep the bat. I am Randy Hall, a broker of real estate and a member of Long-Term LLC and a representative for Dave Strauss. We don't have any plans for the adjacent lot at this time. Mr. Strauss owns, you're talking about the one to the south?
I'm talking to the one
Yes,
to
Mr.
the,
Strauss owns
no,
that
I'm
lot.
talking the one to
The north,
the north, the one that's
Oh, the
between,
small one?
yeah, between the existing credit union and then,
The big 20,000 square feet to the north is owned by the University of Wyoming Credit Union.
okay.
And I don't have any idea whether they have any plans for that or not. The last I knew, they did not.
Okay. Well, that answers that.
But
Alrighty.
if you have any other questions, I'm happy to entertain them.
Anybody else?
I have one question, Randy, the proposed, business, there's two lots here, where is it gonna go?
On the middle, on the lot to the north,
To the north, okay.
Okay.
And then there are no plans right now for the south?
sorry,
There are no plans currently for the southern,
plans for that lot.
okay.
It was formerly owned by Come and Go. They were gonna do a convenience store on that lot, and then they decided not to do any further expansion in Wyoming, so they put the lot up for sale, and Mr. Strauss bought it as a long-term investment, so it's currently held by his children's trust.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, now it's time when we ask for members of the audience to come forward in either support or in opposition to this case. Are there anybody that wishes to speak in support or opposition? All righty. Saying nobody wishing to speak in either support or opposition, chair hereby closes the public comment portion of the public hearing and calls for a motion to approve with conditions, deny, table, or postpone to date certain, case SUB 582-2024.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve SUB 582-2024.
With the condition on
Move
the
for
sidewalk.
approval.
Okay. Commissioner Wingeter, do we have a second?
I'll second.
That's with the one condition.
with the condition.
With the condition, yeah. Sorry, I should have said that.
And you obviously understood the condition with the sidewalk.
Yes.
Okay. All righty, seconded by Commissioner Rule. Having a motion and a condition, are there any discussions? Nobody wants to chat tonight? Nope. All righty. Having a motion and a second. Being no further discussion, we will now vote on the motion, which is to approve with conditions SUB 5822024. Please cast your vote. Please count the vote.
With all members voting aye, the motion carries.
Right. So your application for the final plat has been approved with conditions. Will staff please advise the applicant of the next steps?
Thank you.
It'll be going on to council by resolution, so we're done with the public hearings. We'll let you know.
If you want to note on this, stating the sidewalk.
No. We'll have a subdivision agreement for the applicants to sign here shortly.
Okay.
And we'll clarify it there.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, Randy.
All right.
I have a question of staff. As new to all of this, I know part of the plan for the Platte River Trails is to continue to extend through that area, having sidewalk and walking areas and everything. Is there any way to, I mean, you can tell them to do sidewalks, but is there any way to work with the University of Wyoming?
We
Because you now have a pretty sizable segment that doesn't have sidewalk.
most of the sidewalk is gonna end up probably not on the private properties. They provided an easement for the sidewalk. We didn't even have to ask them for that. Most of it's gonna be in the right out right away probably.
Okay,
And the only reason I attach a condition is to get them to help pay for it.
right.
So we have nothing.
And then it's built into their
University
plans as well.
Help us pay for it,
Right,
but it'll still go in.
okay.
All righty. Next we have case CUP 454-2023, which was tabled on August 10th, 2023. The chair will entertain a motion to remove case CUP 454-2023 from the table for consideration. Do I have a motion? Moved by Commissioner Beamer. Do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Askew. Having a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Okay, she going to, thinking about bringing that up later or?
Yeah, as most of you were here, but not all, she had a idea to do a nail salon and to live in the house in a residential district. And she was gonna have employees, so it was more than just a home occupation. It was a functioning business. So she needed to bring the structure and the site up to commercial code. The difficulty was that she only had a year to get that done once the approval of the conditional use happened. So the commission was kind and tabled it for her to give her time to hire a contractor and get a site plan done, so that wouldn't impact her time frame and she could still get it done within a year. Unfortunately, after speaking with her, she has not made any headway, and agreed to either withdraw or deny the conditional use permit. She didn't really have a preference. My preference was to allow her to withdraw it. That way she could reapply in the future if she wanted to, without any prejudice.
It doesn't have to wait for a year, don't you? Have to usually wait for a year,
Yeah, if it were denied, my understanding is. that
then you have a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
But by withdrawal, the clock only starts if she ever submits
She
again,
can come in anytime she wants.
Sorry,
and then clock starts again.
Yeah,
I should have waited when we.
you get.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
There being no further discussion, we'll now vote on the motion, which is to remove case CUP 454-2023 from the table. Please cast your vote. Please record the votes.
With all members voting aye, the motion carries.
Okay. Having removed case CUP 454-2023 from the table for consideration, can we please get a staff's report at this time? I guess we just
Okay,
did.
we just did that, so.
So, didn't see that or I would have waited. Alrighty. Okay,
Mr. Chairman, all we need to do is just kind of, take a vote to acknowledge that it's been withdrawn and, so
Okay.
that way we can wipe the slate clean.
We
alrighty.
have it as a motion in a second.
So the chair will entertain a motion to accept the withdrawal of case CUP 454/2023. Commissioner Rubel, have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Winger, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? Alrighty, no further discussion. We'll now vote on the motion, which is to accept the withdrawal of case CUP 454/2023. Please cast your vote. Please record the vote.
With all members voting aye, the motion carries.
Alrighty. Thank you. Special issues are none listed on the agenda for this month. So we will move on to communications. Chair calls for any communication from the commission. Anybody want to chat tonight? Anything special going on? We got the home show going on this weekend. A lot of action going on up there. All right. Chair calls for any communications from the community development director of the city planner.
I would just mention that, it doesn't go through a formal review with this body, but we did get an application for a significant housing project in the old Yellowstone district, over 100 apartment units
Oh,
Oh, wow.
on the old stock up site. So.
Oh, wow.
awesome.
Wanted to let you know about that.
Cool.
On that. It's an out of town developer from Rapid City, Stencil Group,
You said an apartment complex?
apartment complex. I think it's like 7 stories tall or something. It's a big,
Wow.
big building.
Wow.
Next month, we'll be reviewing a replat for that property, and I'll share the visuals that we've received.
Excuse me, I didn't hear, where is it going?
The old stock ups property in the old Yellowstone district.
Oh,
Is it mixed use?
I
Like
believe
commercial on the bottom and then residential?
another skyscraper.
I think it's just residential.
Oh,
It does have underground parking. It's kind of-
That's great.
Casper.
Cool.
It's not the Nolan, but the condos by the Nolan, have those sold or are those just sitting vacant still?
vacant.
I think they're still vacant.
They're vacant.
Are they just,
Stock ups RV used to be there, right?
Yeah, that's where the.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get it.
Two different conversations going on.
Alrighty.
They looked empty when I went by yesterday,
yeah, I don't see.
I don't see any
sign of life
activity.
in there.
and I don't have the other three. It looked like they've done some
They did
work
some
and then they
work,
stopped.
but they kind of stopped.
Sorry. Alright. Chair calls for communication from the Historic Preservation Commission liaison. I didn't go because I was down with a migraine. Anybody else go?
But we went to, you and I went to the one in February.
Yeah. Went to that one. Didn't go to the one this week.
I didn't either. Yeah, I didn't either.
Alright. How
Nothing
about
notable.
the Yellowstone
There
District?
wasn't in the February meeting either.
Andrew, you wanna do it, or you want me to do it?
I can do it. I've got the cheat sheet.
Alright.
Okay, okay.
The OYD awards, or the OYD Oscars, as they're known, I think.
That's
was
right.
held February 26th. Craig did a nice job running the PowerPoint presentation. That was one button.
You did it well, apparently.
Good work.
And it's a pretty formal affair. There was a number of awards given out. The new construction in the OYD went to the state office building. Substantial building renovations went to the former Skelly Gas, which is now the Metro Coffee
Oh, yeah.
Roastery, and then the former Nolan Chevrolet, now Black Tooth Brewing, got awards for that. Facade upgrade also went to Black Tooth Brewery. Creative signage went to the Glow Neon Lights, which is right there on Yellowstone. Kind of, that's west of Sherry's place, a block or so, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the landscaping, public art for the state office building, the back patio pergola at the former Coke building, but can't really see that from the street, but they got.
Yeah, you gotta drive down the alley.
And then also for the Metro Coffee Roastery. And the Hilltop Banker is recognized for a redevelopment partner, as was Scott Baxter, city engineering, for his work on the Industrial Avenue project.
Okay.
And then Good Neighbor Award, Visit Casper for the promotion of Davis Street Station, and One Plant Company for the donation of plants for the Midwest planters. And the Cornerstone Award for 100 years in the OYD went to Sherry's Place.
Oh,
So, thank you, Barb, for the cheat sheet.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't see you writing all this down. Now I know.
I'm the one making a memory, Terry.
I was sitting right next to him. I didn't see it.
You didn't see him taking notes, did you? Chair calls for any other communications from anybody around. Mr. Mayor's not here this month. So, all right. Well, the final item on the agenda for this evening is adjournment. Next meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission is currently scheduled for Thursday, March 14th. That's today,
no, April 11th.
April 11th. All right. Thursday, April 11th at 6 p.m. right back here. There being no further business to conduct, the chair would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Don't move.
Moved by Commissioner Wingeder, seconded by Commissioner Hutchison. Any discussion? Nobody wants to discuss anything today. All right. Please cast your vote. Please count the vote.
All members voting aye, the motion carried.
All right. Meeting is adjourned at 6:20.